Yesterday was a pretty good day. A lot of things got leaked. I don't really know if I want to say leaked because they were supposed to come out anyway, but we found out a lot about update 2.207, and believe it or not, more things have come out about this update, some things that we didn't know until now, some things that I want to share with you. But regarding the events level, now that this feature is finally unlocked, people are wondering what exactly is it. Like, people still don't understand how much time we have for each level and why is it so different from the weekly or the daily. And it's actually quite simple. The time that we're gonna get for these event level is always custom set by RobTop. So if we have, you guys gonna remember where this one first level took about 2 to 3 4 days maybe, and then the next level came out. So we only had 4 days to beat this one, and this one we had like probably 1 to 2 weeks to beat. So yeah, RobTop can set the times, but you guys can understand that if it's a demon, he's probably going to give us a lot more time, which means that the next event level is probably not going to be within the next week. And another thing about these event levels is that they are specifically made for this event tab, and this has a lot more to do than just the event tab, because with the event new feature also this new vault came out. So these levels are long planned levels, and they are right now, all of the event levels are being used as levels that use songs that are in the album between Geometry Dash and NCS that has been happening recently. So all of these levels are specifically made so that they can use that specific song that just came out with the level itself. As you guys can see, NCS X Geometry Dash, the album, and again in here, the album number 2 and the album number 3. So the event level isn't really something, you know, random, where a random demon or a random level just suddenly becomes an event level. This is not how it works. An event level is really special. Like, for you to get an event level, you probably have to get in contact with RobTop or something, because there's going to be a lot of planning that's going to happen behind the scenes before you actually get to that spot, because you have to make the level, let them review the level, make sure that the song that you're using is the one that they gave you to use for that specific event level, that you use the exact same difficulty that they tell you to, because if you beat that event level, you might get an auto key, a gold key, which then means that you're going to get a specific reward to make sure that that reward is perfectly fitting as a reward of your hard work or easy work. That should be totally worth it. And other than that, your level name is going to be a code in this new vault. So there's a lot going on there's so much going on that has to do with the game itself. So you can say these levels were specifically made to be to be in the history of Geometry Dash forever. And with this new system, a bunch of confusions have come forward. And the first one is that what would happen if I miss this demon level and the next event level comes out? Well, the first thing is that you can still beat it. I mean, I have Bussin and I also have Congregation over here. I can still beat these guys, and then if I click on here, I can skip it. So it's gonna be the same way over here. But if you become inactive for like 2 months, you're probably gonna miss a event level, which means if it was a demon, you're gonna miss an auto key. But don't worry, because these chests are in order. So if you get your very first auto key is by default gonna give you this icon. Like, even if you beat an event level like a year from now, if that was your first event level, you're gonna get this icon, and everybody in the community from their first chest got that icon. So don't worry, if you go inactive for like 100 years, please don't do that. I think we need you as a part of this awesome community. But if you just so happens to come out, like if you just came back from your grave like 5,000 years later and decide to beat an event level, then you can still collect the auto keys and then go by the order where you stopped. So you can just continue as it went. So there's really nothing that goes away. However, one interesting thing is that there are only 20, which means until the next update, that time we're gonna get probably 20 demons maximum. 20 demons maximum. So if we get 21 demons in the event, that means that, yeah, we're gonna need a new update. But yeah, that was cleared up. And now now I kind of want to talk about the map, because the map is supposed to have user platformer levels. So I hope this is okay. I can't hope, because I'm very sure this is gonna have the very similar concept of the event level, where these levels are specifically made for that thing, which means the levels that are gonna be included in the map are probably in the works now, and are gonna be chosen by RobTop himself, and he's gonna be probably the guy that's gonna do a bunch of planning to make sure that that specific level has that specific style with specific gimmicks whatsoever, so that that level can be included in a path in this massive map. Because as you guys saw, yesterday's level was a level about castles, and the reward that we got from my boy the new Volt was a castle-y looking icon. So that was definitely, the style was definitely made so that it gives you this castle-y looking icon. So the map is RobTop just gonna pick a bunch of really good creators and make them do these levels to begin with. I honestly, full honesty, I think if this happened, then it would probably lead to a much better map overall. The whole map would make a lot more sense, because all of the levels have been made to fit the map that RobTop made, as opposed to the opposite of RobTop choosing a bunch of random online platformer levels and trying to fit them into this picture. You know, that would not really make that much sense. So if that was supposed to be the case, then that's awesome for the map. But I want to have my level inside this guy, and we're gonna have to see, because it seems like it's not as easy as the gauntlets, where just randomly a random level, you know, online just gets added randomly into a random gauntlet. No, if your level gets added in here, I'm very sure you're gonna have some contacts and stuff like that, because there's gonna be unlocks that are gonna be linked to the game. So if somebody beats your level, you're gonna get an icon, which is something that, yeah, we haven't had for any other level except for the levels in the event tab. So yeah, a lot of planning has been happening behind the scenes, and I really want to hope the best for the map, and I would love to make a level specifically for the map with whatever style is given, because making platformer levels is very nice. And another interesting thing that Absolute found was this new pop-up that is able to be shown in Geometry Dash. Now, what does this say? Are you sure you want to open the editor? Read only. Now, this doesn't make any sense when you look at it, but what this is for moderators. So let's say right now I'm a moderator and I'm going into a random level. I play it and I'm like, oh, yo, that's pretty cool. Then they're gonna have an edit button in here so that they can click on it, just like if you were making your own level, and then you can click on here. However, if I do that right now, I can edit, I can delete, and I can play, which I'm not gonna do because this portal is way too good looking. But you guys saw that this says read only, meaning that the moderators will be able to open the level in the editor over here. Just like if I do this, this is what's gonna happen. But they cannot delete things and do some stuff with it, right? So you can only see, you can't place stuff. So I can take a look at it. Okay, there's this guy. Okay, it's possible it has this many checkpoints. Oh, the coin is a bit too hard for this difficulty, and so on. You guys understand. So I personally think this is an awesome thing, because as opposed to, you know, oh, let me check their sent tab. This one pretty cool, but there's a fewer checkpoints. It's not even a platformer level. Let's say this one, I feel like it's too hard. It doesn't have that many checkpoints. Let me just check the future parts. Then I can just, instead of copying the level and looking at it and then having to delete it, what you can do is simply, oh, you're playing, click here, go into the editor, check out whatever you want to check out, and then exit. And then you'll never have the level included into your saved levels, which I think is a very cool thing to have for moderators. I always felt like mods needed more tools than they have, and seeing with 2.2, they have been getting a lot of good stuff, and they can send levels for whatever rating they wish, including Mythic and Legendary. And seeing that now they are also able to view the level in here, kind of it just makes the job easier for them, which is awesome. Mods are really, really important people in the community. Without them, probably most of the levels would not even be rated or even noticed by RobTop. So yeah, we can't forget their awesome job. And yeah, seeing that RobTop is working on that is also very, very nice. So yeah, I hope I cleared up a bunch of confusions about the event, the auto key thingy. And I would love to hear what you guys think about the map. Is it going to be, like I said, where chosen people are going to make specific levels to fit the map? Or is Rob going to take random levels? I don't think he is going to take random levels because the map is going to be a key feature to Geometry Dash. Because if you guys don't know, this is something I'm going to leak. Not really leak, but you can't access the map until you complete the tower. This is something that we know, but not a lot of people know that. So what this means is that we're probably going to get the floor 2 before the map, but I'm a bit unsure. Maybe I'm going to do a follow-up video to make sure that I'm not saying just nonsense. But yeah, that has been it. Make sure to slap that like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.